David De Gea may kick off an exodus at United. Real Madrid could battle AC Milan for the next Brazilian wonder kid. Laurent Koscielny retires from international duty on a sour note, and Sergio Ramos talks up Harry Kane's ability. That and more coming up in the next few minutes, as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the One Footballers, and this is the Daily News. Manchester United could be losing next summer, and losing big. Along with 10 other players, David De Gea could be leaving on a free next summer if he lets his contract run out. Manchester United have the option to further extend his contract by another 12 months. However, if they don't do that by next March, De Gea will be leaving the Old Trafford exit on a free transfer. PSG are rumoured to be interested despite having signed Gigi Buffon in the summer, but that's obviously a short-term thing. So bringing in one of the world's best keepers on a free transfer with years ahead of him, well, that's a no-brainer. Alongside De Gea, the likes of Mata, Herrera, Martial and Luke Shaw could also be leaving, with plenty of options for them also. But on the flip side, maybe this will be a good thing for Manchester United. By that time, they probably would have gotten rid of Jose Mourinho, and with loads of first-team players leaving, it could allow space for a new manager to come in with his own ideas to bring in his own players and start Manchester United all over again. They may not be the super team they were for a few years in a sort of transition phase, but it could be helping them in the long term. What do you guys think? Manchester United fans, I want to hear from you. Do you think that by having a few seasons of mediocrity, you can get back to being the best team in the land? Next up, and it's to Spain, where Real Madrid yet again are in the market for a new player. Last week we had talks of them signing Hazard, talks of them signing Kane, Sterling and loads of other players. However, this week, it looks like they may be rivaling AC Milan for the signing of Brazilian wonder kid Lucas Paqueta. The 21-year-old's club Flamengo have apparently reached a basic agreement of around 35 million euros for his transfer to AC Milan. Of course, Real Madrid have caught wind of this and, as usual, are prepared to stick their money where their mouth is and bid a bigger amount to sign the youngster. He's impressed everyone in the Brazilian league so far and is currently with the under-21 squad, where he's linked up with current and future Real Madrid players Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. No doubt they'll have a quiet word in his ear about joining them at the Bernabeu. And alongside this, Real Madrid have also been linked to Corinthians' 19-year-old defender Leo Santos. This is because they're looking for a long-term replacement for Sergio Ramos, who, despite only being 32, is probably going to come to the end of his career within the next few years. So, as a backup alongside Rafael Varane, they've been looking to South America. Whether or not he'll join is yet to be seen. However, it looks like if they do want the player, they'll have a straight run at him without much other competition. And talking of centre-backs, there is another international player who has just retired from duty, and it's Laurent Koscielny. After missing the World Cup due to injury and having to sit on the sideline and watch his team win the tournament, he obviously felt a little bit left out. This wasn't helped further by the fact that Didier Deschamps and the rest of the coaching team didn't really care much or help him along with his recovery, and so he's decided to call it quits on French duty. He was quoted as saying that he did feel a little bit upset when France actually won the World Cup, as in some sort of weird way he wanted them to lose as revenge for not helping him that much. Now, whilst this may seem odd to most of us fans, you can kind of understand it on some level. When your national team has turned their back on you the second you get an injury when you need them the most, it's only right that you feel a little bit of resentment for them. Apparently Didier Deschamps texted him on his birthday, but apart from that, he hasn't heard anything from him and all the coaches who are supposed to be helping him, so now he'll be left to focus on returning from his injury and helping Arsenal regain a spot in the top 4. And lastly but not least, in this centre-back themed daily news, we have Sergio Ramos talking up the ability of Harry Kane. But this may be less of a sweet-talking him into a move to Real Madrid, but more of a pointing him as a danger man ahead of tonight's crucial UEFA Nations League clash between Spain and England. Having successfully kept Kane quiet in the 2-1 victory last month, Sergio Ramos has been hoping to do it again and has said that although Kane surprises many defenders, he won't be surprising him as he's done his homework on the Spurs forward. Ramos then went on to compliment the rest of the English squad, saying how well they did at the World Cup. However, we can't help but dig a little deeper in thinking that he's really tapping up Kane for some sort of move to the Bernabeu. Again, he would never say so in a press conference, and it seems highly unlikely from what he's saying out loud. However, Real Madrid have been linked with a £200 million bid for Harry Kane, and should their goal worries continue with the likes of Benzema failing to find the net and Bale failing to stay fit, well, you never know, they could come in with a world record transfer fee. With all the talk of Jadon Sancho being brave and starting his career abroad, could we see Harry Kane doing the same in the future? Although he will be less starting his career, but more probably taking it to a new level and winning a lot more trophies than if he was at Spurs. Believe me, that's hard to say. But whilst you guys are waiting for that to happen, why don't you click here to check out all the other videos that we've got going on OneFootball. Make sure you smash the like button down below. And as always, let me know in the comment section what you thought on all of today's daily news. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.